The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
And a good Thursday morning to you, and welcome to the show. Senior producer Ryan Nicholson in charge of things this morning. Guarantee Bank hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. We're in the Jared Construction Studios, right on time, right on budget. Visit jared-construction.com. Phone calls to the show, a service of Guarantee Bank, 1320 Canal Boulevard, East in Charleston. Guarantee Bank, your community, your bank, your story. Texting services provided by West Virginia's finest men's store, Tony the Taylor, Virginia Street in Charleston. In honor of America's birthday, Tony will be closed Saturday through Monday, reopening on Tuesday. Normal summer hours for Tony, Mondays 11 till 3, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, Saturdays by appointment only. Check out bestmastertaylor.com or Tony's Facebook page for more information. Thursday edition of the show. Getting closer to the 4th of July at America 250, the celebrations with Regatta and the Capitol celebration getting underway today. More on that coming up. Metro News meteorologist and Regatta dude Brian Hughes says the heat continues today, high near 100. Heat indices well over 100, like 105 to 110. Warm and muggy tonight, lows in the mid-70s. More heat tomorrow, 100 for a high, mid-100s with the heat index. And a chance of a pop-up shower or two for the 4th, upper 90s for a high, scattered showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. A little better chance of rain Sunday than on the actual 4th of July. Mid-90s for a high. The heat continues with a chance of showers and thunderstorms into early next week. Download the Metro News television app to follow Brian Hughes and his staff of meteorologists, and on social media as well. Coming up, we're talking about the 4th at America 250. Chuck McGill from Capital Market is going to join us a little bit later on. They get some big stuff going on over there tomorrow. We're going to go down to Putnam County, talk to Hurricane Mayor Scott Edwards and Amanda Smith Ramey on what Hurricane is doing for the 4th. And also a little news. We have a story posted at WVMetroNews.com. The 2 ambulance personnel accused in the John Lucas case out of a job. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Plus, your calls and texts are always welcome. Want to welcome into the show now, Charleston Mayor Amy Shuler Goodwin. You got a regatta.
You got a regatta. Good morning.
As they say.
Here we go.
You've already been out and about this morning. You were on the V100 morning show, I think, with Steve and Jenny on the boat. How was that?
It was great. We do it every year. We have such a good time. We like to sit by Bosun, the dog of the stern wheel. And it was great. It's always a wonderful way to kick off our first day of our, what I like to call, it's our Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know me, I'm a 5 a.m.er, so I get up really early, stretch, try to work out a little bit. This morning, I just rolled out quickly, showered off and got down there because last night, USA won, by the way. Mm-hmm. We had a big screen on the stage, and so I wanted to make sure that I was there for that and high-fiving the kiddos who were out, probably past their bedtime, certainly past, as you well know, Dave, my bedtime. But it's important. It was important to connect. Our vendors were there. All of our stern wheel captains were there as well. Our stage and sound crew were, connecting all of the wires and things that they need to do to build this amazing stage. And it was a good time. It was a good time, and it starts today.
Yeah, and the planning for events like this goes year round.
It has to.
It starts, effectively Monday morning. You'll start planning, for next year, or you're probably already planning. For next year.
It's so funny. I have my operations manual in the car. If you see me walking around with a 3-ring binder, that's what it is. Because every year, and I had something pop up yesterday. I won't get into the details. We don't have time to talk about it all. But I saw something yesterday, and I said, "Ooh, we need to tweak that. We need to fix that." And somebody said, well, this is what we did last year. I was like, we did? Oh gosh, we need to fix that for the year to come. So there is always, even after 5 years of going through, we call it a pick list, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Hey, what do we do right? What do we do? What are the things we need to improve upon? Every year it comes about. And so we actually start this week planning for next year. Okay, we need to do this next year. We don't need to do this year. And, everything changes every year. If it's the weather, or if it's the bands, or it's the timing, case in point. It's the hottest regatta we will have had in the past 5 years. What are the accommodations we need to make? We need to add more water stations. We need to add more cooling stations. We need to see if Melissa Etheridge and Wine and Judd could push back their time to start.
I'm sure there probably wasn't very much argument from them.
And
on
there
that.
really wasn't. Gosh gee whiz, I will tell you, this hasn't been my world. This is your world. I don't know anything about it, but just the small periphery that I am on and dealing with these bands and folks has been, it's been a learning experience for me. Thank goodness we've got really talented and great people who are consulting us on this, who do this for a living. But they said, yeah, because that sun, as everybody knows, is right on that stage. And to have it just cool down a few temps and get that breeze going when the sun goes down makes a world of difference, I can promise you.
Well, and for performers, they have the lights on them.
Absolutely.
Whatever the temperature is, that temperature on the stage is about 20 degrees warmer.
Throw the guitar on.
Plus, there's a lot of electricity, being beamed up there.
True.
And performers don't have the luxury, because everybody's taking pictures of them. Oh my God, look how this person looked. They don't have the luxury of dressing down, so to speak, like most of us do. And they're going to be in leather outfits and
their
so
personality up. You got to be on, and dancing, jumping.
Yeah,
for sure.
I want to run down the list of events today. By the way, if you go over to the Regatta pages, the website, City of Charleston, our pages have all got all of this stuff on there. So I'm not going to cover it all throughout the entire regatta. I just want to kind of cover today. The Valley Gym stern wheel rides start at 10 this morning. And one of the cool things I definitely want to check out is the Regatta Through the Years exhibit at 4 Points by Sheridan. Tell us about that.
You know what? Several years back when I announced to everybody that I was going to bring back the Charleston Stern Wheel Regatta, this is hand to the heavens. Every week I would get things sent to my office. Hey, Amy, my mom had this hand-stitched skirt with stern wheelers on the side. Thanks for bringing the regatta back. I don't know if there's anything to do with this, but here you go. And so I started to collect, and we have a catalog, and now we have, this, I call it the museum of past and present things. This is what is so important. And please come by. It's at the 4 Points. We're opening up at noon today. It's noon to 5. Please come by. It's going to be open throughout the regatta. This is what is so special about, here's my mom's hand-woven basket with, hand-painted stern wheels on it. Here's the T-shirt from 19 blah, blah, blah. Here's the pens. Here's the news articles. Here's the videotape of all the pageant queens. People held on to this because it was so important to them. So if you weren't here, if you didn't really understand, like my kids, what did it mean to you back then? Come to the museum. Come and check out all of the wonderful things that people have kept. And by the way, we keep adding to it. And here's my call to action. If you have something that you don't mind sharing with the community, because by the way, everything is cataloged. Everything is going to be housed here in the city of Charleston and showcased during the regatta. We'd love to, as we move forward, we have some ideas about some places and spaces in City Hall and some of our city service buildings that we can house this permanently. People love it. Yeah. People love it. And the first thing, I was interviewed this morning by a local television station, and they said, what is so special about this? I said, you sit here for 5 minutes and watch people come in. The first thing they say, Dave, is, oh, I remember fill in the blank. That's so special.
Everybody's
to me.
Memory, and it's not always going to be who was in concert. It's not always. It's that little.
Don't you remember the year that so and so won the stern wheel races? Yeah. Oh man, his engine blew, and it's crazy.
Get Brian to tell you the story of his friend who is a regatta baby. He started telling that story on the air the other day, and I was like, okay, all right, that's enough. Yeah, I don't need to know. But he's a regatta baby. If you run into Brian Hughes, let Brian Hughes tell the story.
Well, it's Josh, and Josh is on our regatta commission. I want to know why? Because he builds stern whalers. He knows it. He literally grew up on the river, and so to have amazing folks like Josh Scott be a part of our committee, because by the way, this is city, city is the backbone of it for sure, but it's the regatta commission and the regatta commissioners who really do it, and make it happen. So that's number one. And number two, thank you so much to our sponsors. We couldn't afford to do this, by the way. City of Charleston can't afford to do something like this. It is because of not only the support that we get from you all here at Metro News and WCHS, radio, we get so much support from Encova, WVU Medicine, Moses. And by the way, this is from, tens of thousands of dollars to a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I mean a couple bucks, when you come down and support our vendors, you're giving the Regatta, you're giving folks a couple of bucks. Not only are you making for the year, and our vendors will tell you this, coming to this 4-day event helps me through the year, period, end of paragraph. Some have said to me, this is really all I need to do this year. Of course, I do other events. So it's so special. Let me also give knowledge to this, because there hasn't been too much to really wow me and surprise me, except for the call that I got that said, hi, we're a couple of Charleston families, a couple of West Virginia families, and we want to make this so special this year for the 250th. We are going to take our family money, $100,000, and get to your fireworks displays, your shows. By the way, Magic Island, Haddad, and at the Capitol, anonymous donors, because they don't, by the way, they don't want they really don't want it, and have said, you may not tell people who we are, but we love the Regatta. We love what is going on, and we want all of our families. If you're in the Regatta footprint, man, you got a good spot. But if you which is what Booth and I used to do with the boys when they were little for fireworks, and I know every parent or grandparent listening, I know what you do. You get everybody ready for bed. You put their jammies on. You put them in the car. You take the sippy cups down. You watch the show. On the way back home, they fall asleep. You slide them into bed, right? Everybody listening has done that with a small person. You can do it from the west side, the east end. You don't have to be in that just Haddad Regatta footprint anymore. And so thank you to the families. Yes, the city put in a little bit of money for our fireworks display. Yes, the state did as well. But this family, this anonymous families deserve this recognition. And think about that. They didn't have to do this. They could spend their money elsewhere. But they said, no, this is really important. We want to celebrate. And so it's very special for us as well.
Charleston Mayor Amy Shuler, Goodwin, just a couple of quick reminders. West Banco Family Zone opens at noon today. Carnival starts at 3 at Haddad Riverfront Park. And keep in mind, if you're coming for the concert for Melissa Etheridge and Winona, the time has been changed. As a couple days ago we announced it. So
that's right. And pushing it back. And by the way, they're delighted. We're delighted. Get that sun to go down, cooler breeze. And let me also say thank you to, we're talking about sponsors. Thanks, West Banco, because the other thing we said when I turned to Jane Bostick at senior staff many years ago, hey, we want to bring back Regatta. If we're going to bring it back, we're going to bring it back for the littles, for our kiddos. Thank you, West Banco. You go to City Center at Slack Plaza any day during Regatta, they are going to have the time of their lives. Guess what, Dave? For free. Yeah. For free. Because times are tight. Families need a little bit of help. You want to come down? You want to spend a great time for free? City Center at Slack Plaza. It's absolutely amazing. We're so thankful for so many people. And let me give a shout out to Audrey Kahn and Jeff Pearson. It's not just, Jane is, I say this is my Super Bowl and Jane is my quarterback, but Tina and Matthew and Andrew and Jeff Pearson and Audrey Kahn. And I mean, the so many volunteers and the CVB pitches in and Adam Harris and everybody who helps with all of our wonderful Wiener Dog and Funeral Parade and the Slamboree, Stonewall Slamboree. It is a true community effort. People put their time, we have volunteers, by the way, who take off work, who put in their vacation time to be volunteers for the Regatta. Thank you, Sammy Magner. That's what they do because they love it. And they love folks here, our stern wheelers, who they take time up. By the way, those folks work. Most of those folks work. And they take time off to be with us and to celebrate. And so, yeah, am I getting fewer hours sleep than this old lady normally expects? Yes, but I love it. It is so incredibly difficult to get up at 5, to go bed at 2, and start it all over again. But we absolutely love it. And I promise you, we do this for you.
Charleston Mayor Amy Shuler, Goodwin. And again, if you want a complete list, we just covered what's going on today. The number of places, Regatta social media, Regatta website, it is all there. So go and check it out. We will take a break and we'll come back after this. Thank you a lot, Mayor. We're going to head to Hurricane when we come back on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Are you a physical therapy assistant and looking for an opportunity in orthopedics, wellness, and athletic care? If so, Generations Physical Therapy is offering flexible work hours and an upbeat atmosphere. With 7 convenient locations, Generations may have a job designed for you. Visit generationspt.com.
Have you ever dreamed of a project that seemed impossible? Wondered who could bring it to life with precision and care? At Jared Construction, they don't just build, they craft futures. From historic restorations to cutting-edge designs, they have been your trusted partner since 1999. Whether it's an auto dealership, apartment complex, sports complex, or church addition, Jared Construction has you covered. See more at jared-construction.com. WV030133.
Right on time, right on budget. Call on Jared Construction.
What if the market drops after you retire? What if healthcare costs continue to rise? What if you outlive your savings? If these questions keep you up at night, you're not alone. And you don't have to figure it out alone. I'm John Burdett with 4th Avenue Financial, and I specialize in retirement income planning. Let's turn your what-ifs into a plan you can count on. Schedule your free consultation today at 4thavenuefinancial.com. 4th Avenue Financial, retirement done right.
Securities offered through J.D. McCall Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through J.D. McCall Advisors Incorporated.
Do you want to see your doctor when you make an appointment? Then you should see Dr. William Harris, an old-fashioned doctor who has the latest medical knowledge and expertise in diagnosis and treatment. Dr. Harris is boarded in family medicine and has added certification in geriatrics, a rarity these days. Dr. Harris is located at the CAMC Medical Building at 3100 McCorkle Avenue Southeast, Suite 307. Call 304-344-2451 to schedule an appointment to see your doctor every time you visit.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then bam, your whole life changes. Life can be shattered in a moment. When that happens, know that America's largest injury law firm is here for you. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Office 222 Capitol Street, Charleston. Cases will be handled by West Virginia licensed attorneys. The attorney in this ad is not licensed in West Virginia.
Welcome back to the show, 925. The Amos Steel Band there. If you need a band for your festival, your gathering of any kind, they're based here in the Kanawha Valley, but they play all over. They travel well too. Most of them, I think all but one can travel out of state. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. Amos Steel Band. Be sure and check them out on Facebook. They're a fantastic band, the official band of the Dave Allen Show. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live brought to you in part by the all-new Generations Ford of Hurricane. Visit generationsford.com. Every town in America going all out for the 250, including cities right here in the Valley, including my place of residence, Hurricane. Hurricane Mayor Scott Edwards and Amanda Smith Ramey from the city of Hurricane join us this morning. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and happy 250 to both of you.
Absolutely. You know, I love America, and I'm looking so forward to this celebration at Hurricane and all the celebrations that are going all over the country.
Tell us what's going on in Hurricane, because you guys are going all out. Just run it down for us.
Yep. So the parade is the first thing. It starts at 3:00 on Main Street. And it may be the biggest Independence Day parade we've ever seen because we have a lot of entries. It's going to be wonderful. But before the parade, I'm going in backwards order for a second. At 2:45, my friend Mitch Fitzgerald, he's a Hurricane guy. He's a huge man. He's going to attempt to pull a 40,000-pound fire truck down Main Street, and that will be at 2:45. Now, Dave, I tried to do it myself. They harnessed me up and roped me up, and I thought I was going to have a stroke. So
just wasn't happening, huh? Wasn't happening.
Love to see you try.
What about Amanda? Do you think Amanda could do it?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't even try.
No.
Okay.
No, but the parade's going to be absolutely unbelievable this year. But then from 4 to 10 is the free celebration. I'm going to let Amanda run that down for you.
Yeah, so we have a full evening of all the fun things. Of course, admission is free. Free treats like ice cream, watermelon, snow cones, cotton candy, inflatables, water slides, petting zoo, anything you could imagine, yard games. But then entertainment at 5:00, we have a American Songbook show, very family and kid friendly show at 5:00. They're going to sing songs that span America's history, so that will be fun. And then, of course, Rewind the Walkman is our headlining act at 8:15, and we're very excited to have them back this year.
And they're great. I've worked shows with them. I've emceed shows with them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, Rewind the Walkman, I have to jump in on them. They are phenomenal. We immediately signed them last year after they were here. All the crowd said, please get them again, and we signed them immediately. They're that good.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And all this, I do want to make sure that everybody understands this is all happening on the actual 4th of July. You know, I want to throw that out there. So, all right. So what else? Keep going. What else we got?
So fireworks. Our fireworks are going to be unbelievable this year. By far the largest fireworks that we've ever seen. We have shells. A lot of people do 3, 4, 5, and 6 inch fireworks shells, which are awesome. We usually add in some 8s, 10s, and 12s, which a lot of people don't do, but they're just really, really, really big, huge. This year we've got a couple 16-inch shells. They're 54 pounds, and they are massive. We don't know of anybody else that's ever launched these in the state. Maybe there has been. I don't know. I can't find anybody. These things are massive, huge shells. So it's going to be unbelievable. And real quick, David, if we got just a minute, back to the celebration. We do have our hot dog eating contest. I can't believe we both left that out. That's my favorite thing, and I would love. I've told you this for years. I would love to see you enter one year. I want you in it. We're full this year, but I really want you to enter it one year.
I'm not. I love hot dogs and I love Farley's hot dogs, but I am not a competitive eater, Mayor. I mean, you know, and here's the thing. And you and I have talked about this before. You know, I got a chance to MC a hot dog eating contest one year. When I was working at another radio station, and you see this on TV, you see Joey Chestnut and all these guys, and you think, oh, anybody could do that. It is not as easy as it looks. And the people that enter these contests around here, they're not, most of them don't do this professionally. So it's a whole lot harder if somebody says, oh, I could eat 4 or 5 hot dogs. Yeah, that's not even the beginning point on what you got to do this, Mayor.
No, it's tough, and you have 5 minutes to eat as many as you can. Last year, the winner ate 15, I believe. And, you know, we actually, because we don't want puke everywhere, every so often there's a puker, we give them a puke bucket. So if they puke out, and a lot of contests, if they puke it, they're out. Mm-hmm. In our contest, as long as they drink it back, they're still in. So we as long as it's all in 5 minutes, we don't care how it gets in. They can dip it in water. They can drink the bucket. Doesn't matter. I want you in it, Dave.
Maybe next year, but I mean, you make it sound really appealing when you say that there's a puke bucket there, and that you can just start all over again for as appealing as you're making it sound, Mayor. Maybe next year.
Okay.
But it's fun to watch, and it starts at 6:30 beside the main stage on the hot dog eating trailer. So we appreciate Farley's for sponsoring that every year.
Yeah. And we'll have plenty of free water. There will be food trucks. It's going to be hot. We've got lots of shade. Family Wealth Group, they're bringing tons of canopies to go along with ours, and it's going to be an amazing day. And real quick, I want to give Amanda a shout out. Amanda's our assistant city manager. She's my quarterback. I know Amy said she had a quarterback. Amanda's my quarterback, and she quarterbacks this whole thing. And she's amazing. So I want to give a shout out to Amanda.
Amanda from the city is awesome. I mean, anything that's going on in Hurricane, she's right there, and she's the one with the clipboard in hand and telling, okay, no, you go here and you go there and everywhere, and she takes care of all that stuff. And we just want, and the reason we're throwing this out here, and again, we can't possibly every town does something, and we can't possibly cover them all. But I know that you folks, and I'm a little partial since it's part of the world I live in. You guys, year round, just do so many great things from Hurricane and the surrounding areas, whether it's at Christmas, whether it's the food truck Fridays that you do. There's always something going on. And anybody that one of the sore points with me and people like Ashley Alford glance with the Chamber of Commerce is people say, well, there's nothing to do in Hurricane or Taze Valley. It's just a bedroom community for Huntington and Charleston. No, there is plenty going on every weekend and during the week in Hurricane. Speak to that, Miss Amanda.
Absolutely, and that's a sticking point with me also. Anytime someone says there's nothing to do around here, I'm like, I beg to differ. We have lots of things going on. And Valley Park does a lot of awesome things. People ask me why our Food Truck Friday is only at lunch, and I say, well, Valley Park has night markets in the evenings. Mm-hmm. Go there. So we help each other out, and it's an awesome community atmosphere down here.
All right, where's the best place that people want to go online and see the entire list of activities going on in Hurricane for the 4th, guys?
You can do hurricanewv.com, but for the latest and greatest, go to the City of Hurricane Facebook page.
All right. We'll see you there, Mayor.
Dave,
go ahead.
I will be live streaming on my personal page. I'll be live streaming the fireworks. They're going to be huge, biggest and best we've ever seen this year. So it'll be live streamed as well there.
And where is with the kind of fireworks, Mayor and Amanda, that you guys do there in Hurricane, you can see them from pretty much anywhere. But where should people, they just want to gravitate toward the downtown area, where's the best place?
Gravitate toward the downtown area. Yeah, it's just there. Pull off side street. Hurricane Middle School. I mean, I can McDonald's, Walmart. I mean, get a little bit away from McDonald's and Walmart so you don't have the light behind you, but anywhere like that. But come to Hurricane Bridge Park. Come to Forest Burdette Church. Come to the Dollar Tree on Tays Valley Road. If you don't want to get in any traffic to watch the fireworks, park at the Dollar Tree or anywhere around there. You've got the best view on the earth if you're at the Dollar Tree. You really do.
All right. Mayor Scott Edwards and Amanda Smith-Ramey, Assistant City Manager for the City of Hurricane. I appreciate you both being here. Happy 4th. Happy 250. We'll see you here in a couple days. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you, Dave.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live brought to you in part by the Charleston Dirty Birds. Birds are on the road. That's how they're spending their 4th of July in America 250. But they're back at Go-Mart Ballpark next Tuesday to start a series against Long Island. Check out dirtybirdsbaseball.com. Quick text, and somebody asked me if I saw the shout-out to Charleston that Brett Michaels gave on his Facebook page yesterday. Yeah, actually we did. And we shared that on our sister station, 98.7 Mountain, Wild and Wonderful Classic Rock. And it was just a fantastic thing that he did for not only Charleston, West Virginia, but also Grantville, Pennsylvania, which is where he's going to be playing over the next couple of days. But if you want to see it for yourself, go over to, again, our sister station, 98.7 The Mountain, Wild and Wonderful Classic Rock. Go over to their Facebook page because I actually reposted that myself on the Mountain Facebook page yesterday. We're going to take a break. There are so many activities going on, trying to get them all in, and there's a big one going on tomorrow at Capitol Market. Chuck McGill is the manager over there at Capitol Market, and he'll join us when we come back on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses bring first-class businesses to your community.
Charleston, there's a new bank in town, but it's built on something timeless: relationships. Guarantee Bank is now open on the Boulevard, bringing community banking back to the Canal Valley. We're local decision makers, real people, and a team that understands West Virginia business. Whether you're growing your company, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Stop by our new Charleston branch at 1320 Canal Boulevard and experience banking the way it should be. Guarantee Bank, where community comes first.
By now, I'm sure you recognize that cha-ching sound means this is a commercial for 50/50 Fridays. But this one is a little different. We're always looking for exciting new restaurants and businesses to feature on 50/50 Fridays, and that's where you come in. Instead of paying cash for your advertising, sign your restaurant or business up to be featured with 50/50 Fridays, which will save you money and bring new customers into your location. Just call and ask for Sean at 304-342-8131. That's Sean at 304-342-8131.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Girl, it's back. We've been waiting. I love that Honey Pepper Pimento Sandwich.
And that Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite is everything. It's got that razzle-dazzle that makes you stop and say, okay, wait a minute.
I love the creaminess of the pimento cheese. It's savory. It's bold. It's flavorful.
Our faves are back. High five, girl.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
This Independence Day weekend, head to Charleston for West Virginia's America 250 Capital City Celebration, July 2nd to 5th. Experience Country Legends Alabama live, soar on the 230-foot America 250 wheel, and cap the night with a spectacular Capitol Light Show, all for free. 4 days of music, family fun, and unforgettable moments in almost heaven. Plan your celebration at WV250.com.
I love it. It's 23 away from 10. Amos Steel Band, official band of the Dave Allen Show. You need a band for your summertime festivities, your whatever you got going on, class reunions, whatever. You like a little Southern rock, you like a little blues, someone, I think they described it as, Black Sabbath meets Molly Hatchet, I think, or something like that. These guys can do about anything. Check them out on Facebook. It's Amos Steel Band. Fantastic band. Trojan Landing Marine and Power Sports, along with WVRC Media Charleston, doing another ride and riches. Your chance to win a Segway UT6M side-by-side plus $1,000 in cash. Register at any number of locations, including Village Heirlooms, Tractor Pros, A-Game Wellness, the Pitch Sports Bar and Grill, Members Choice Federal Credit Union, the Red Carpet Lounge, Running Boards, and more. Blanche's Diner in Clendenin and Charleston Cut Flowers. Just a couple of places that you can register. Visit any of our radio stations' websites for more information on that. And the grand prize winner is going to pick up a Segway UT6M side-by-side at $1,000 in cash, courtesy of Trojan Landing. And if we choose you, we'll start drawing names about a week before the big event, which is going to be Saturday, July 18th. And if we draw your name, we're going to ask you to join us at Trojan Landing, 10 a.m. on that date on July 18th. We'll have all kinds of other cool prizes there throughout the morning. And again, somebody's going to walk away with a Segway UT6M side-by-side and $1,000 in cash, courtesy of Trojan Landing Marine and Power Sports. Looking forward to that. Let's bring in now to the show Chuck McGill, Capital Market. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Dave.
Thank you for being here. I want to talk about this All Fired Up event that you guys are doing tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, it's one of our favorite events of the year because it centers around young people. It's young chefs ages 10 to 17. So we love seeing young people in the market, and we love seeing young future cooks that are going to be spread through the Kanawha Valley and the Charleston area, bringing us good food. So. It's one of the neater events. It's the 5th annual event. It starts off at noon, and it's really broken down in 3 parts, Dave. First, I'll make some opening remarks at 12, and I'll hand each of the competitors a $100 gift card to shop for ingredients at Capital Market. They'll shop for about 45 minutes or so. Then they'll have an hour and a half to put together their ultimate backyard barbecue meal. And that's perfect, obviously, with the theme. This is a big event tied into the Charleston Regatta, and obviously it's 4th of July weekend. They'll prepare that barbecue meal. We've got 4 celebrity chefs or celebrity judges that will be there. They'll take some time to taste each of those dishes, and then we'll have some awards presentation at the end where we'll have best overall, most creative, and best use of local ingredients. So. Really excited for that event to get kicked off at noon tomorrow at Capital Market.
I love the concept of this, but so again, now can you still register, or are you filled up as far as participants go?
We would love to find a few more.
Okay,
we definitely would love to find a few more. We have enough grills to accommodate some more competitors. So yeah, just reach out to Capital Market and go online and we'll hook you up.
And you're looking for chefs, again, between the ages of 10 and 17, and you're going to give them all a $100 gift card for Capital Market. They get 45 minutes or so to go inside and shop because everything has to be purchased there at Capital Market. And, I mean, with all the different locations you got there, they should be able to find just about anything there. And then they prepare these meals, and you got the celebrity judges. Unfortunately, I mean, I would love to judge something like that. I'm all about the food, but I'm on the air at that time. So I'm sure that's why I wasn't invited, right?
Dave, we try to hook you up with food anytime we can.
I know that.
But yeah, and just for your listeners, we provide the grill. Like, there's a prep area, there's a grill. So you bring your own utensil, blenders, pots, plates, pans, knives, spatulas, cutting boards from home. But yeah, we'll give you the $100 to shop for ingredients. You can put it together. You can have a team of assistants. So it's the kid chefs are the captains of the team, but you can have helpers. So if you need someone chopping up some vegetables or helping you carve some meat up, you can have that help. But it's going to be a hot one, and it's going to be so it's all fired up, Dave. We're excited for this one.
Give us a couple of examples from years past on what some of these young chefs prepared, like in years past.
Dave, this is a terrible question. This is my first one.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just, it's my first one, but I know we have a lot of repeat competitors.
Mm-hmm.
There's a girl named Liliana who's competing in her third. She's coming from Horace Mann. Actually, a friend of mine that I've known a long time is a high school classmate, son, Damien, who's at Capitol High School. He's competed for years and actually just helped Chef Key with our Juneteenth dinner a couple weeks back at Capital Market. So he's always around. So I'm really excited to see what they put together. I think they're going to get, as you go through competitions year after year, Dave, you get a little more bold, you get a little creative.
Yeah.
And I think you go through the process once, you understand how that you can make that $100 work for you throughout the market a little bit better. And so I think you're going to continue as we go on through the years. You're going to see the more elevated dishes.
And what does the grand prize winner get? The person that's deemed the best, what do they get?
Yeah, so we have Blinko has given us these custom etched Blinko awards for those 3 categories: best overall, most creative, and best use of local ingredients. And then we'll have a People's Choice. These kid chefs have been fundraising through their pages on capitalmarket.net, so please go on there and help them out. And we'll have a People's Choice Award, too, for the most engagement on those fundraising pages.
Read a texter said it sounds similar to the Kids Baking Championships on the Food Network. I mean, similar enough not to get sued, right?
That's similar, but, this is what we want to do. We want young people at the market. We want future generations of, people who pursue the, culinary exploits and go into restaurant business. And maybe someday they'll be working at Soho's or Bogey's or Sushi Garden, or bring their own, identity into the market. And, I'm super excited for this one. Candace Nelson has been hyping this one up. She said it's her favorite. So, I'm really excited to get there in the morning and see what it's all about.
All right, before we let you go, I know you're really busy. You got several projects going on over there that you're trying to get taken care of. You and I talked about that earlier this morning. But let's talk about the hours and other things going on with the 4th. You guys are actually going to be closed on July 4th. Is that right?
We'll be closed on July 4th. We'll operate normal hours today and tomorrow. That's 10 to 6. And Sunday we'll be open at noon to 5. We will observe 4th of July on Saturday. And then going into our usual, summer, we'll have a Let's Get Cooking event with Chef Paul. I should mention, too, that Chef Paul will MC the All Fired Up event tomorrow. We'll have DJ EJ there for music. And then my big task today, Dave, is to find as many bottles of water and as many misting fans as I can find to keep everybody cool.
That's your.
We'll have those grills turned up, and then the temperature will be turned up outside. So. But there's covering at the market, so please, and there's the indoor market. So come down, shop, get cool, hang out with us. We'd love to have you.
All right, real quick, if somebody is maybe planning their own little get together at home, I know a lot of folks are going to be grilling out and whatever. You go over to Capital Market. There's any number of things that you need that are necessities. Of course, you know about the meats, you know about the cheeses. If you're going to pick up some soda, you're going to pick up some craft beer, some wine. It's all there at Capital Market.
Buddy, I picked up some kangaroo meat this week and had kangaroo tacos at home made by meat from Capital Market.
Kangaroo tacos, Chuck? Kangaroo tacos?
We had kangaroo and ground beef. We were calling them Roo and Moo tacos.
Roo and Moo. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get it out there. Yeah. Come pick up some kangaroo meat. You get that you have the market literally has everything from that down to kangaroo meat.
It will put a little bounce in your step. See what I did there, Chuck?
Boom.
Wow, that was bad.
Yeah.
Chuck McGill, Capital Market, happy 4th and happy 250. By the way, your friend and mine, Dave Wilson of Talkline, I was on a call with Dave earlier this morning. He asked me to ask you about the great potato salad incident.
That is an off-the-air story.
I know. I know.
But, yeah, that's a good one.
He told me the story, and all I'm going to say about it is if you're ever over at Capital Market for the All Fired Up event tomorrow or any point, find Chuck McGill and say, tell me the potato salad story. And you can thank Dave Wilson for that, by the way. And he's actually listening right now. He said he was going to listen to the stream in Morgantown prior to Talkline. So I told him I was going to do it, and I did it. You want to say anything to Mr. Wilson?
Well, this is why Dave Allen is my favorite Dave.
There you go. That's all you need.
All right.
Chuck McGill, Capital Market. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live brought to you in part by Pinnacle Consultants. When environmental questions come up in a building, Pinnacle provides clear answers. They specialize in asbestos, lead, mold, and indoor air quality issues. Accredited lab testing based right here in West Virginia. Learn more. PinnacleCorp.net, helping you understand your environment because what you don't know can't hurt you. That sounds like a really cool event. And I hated that I put Chuck McGill on the spot there to ask him about things in years past, forgetting that bad host, forgetting that he's only been in that job for a limited amount of time. But it sounds like a really cool event. And again, so basically, in case you joined today, what they do is they have these youngsters ages 10 to 17, and they give them each a $100 gift card. They get to go inside Capitol Market for 45 minutes. All the ingredients have to come through there, and then they come out and they fire it up on the grill and they prepare the foods. Give them about an hour and a half to prepare some really good food, and then a cast of celebrity judges choose the best, and they get some limited edition Blinko glass and some other cool things as well. So go check out Capitol Market, their social media or their website or whatever, and reminder that they will be closed on the 4th of July. Guarantee Bank hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Taylor text 304-935-5008. We'll take a break, and we'll come back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
The Dave Allen Show is presented in part by Generations Ford in Hurricane, part of the Eric J. Tarr family of businesses.
According to Feeding America, over 7 million seniors nationwide were food insecure in 2022. West Virginia is no different. Hi, I'm Jason, President and CEO of Union Mission Ministries. For 113 years, Union Mission has focused on helping people in need. Right now, our senior citizens need our help. That is why Union Mission is partnering with local senior living facilities to get food delivered directly to those in need. Will you help us reach more seniors? Visit unionmission.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Brady Stutler, a project manager at Civil Environmental Consultants. I craved growth beyond small firms. That's when I found CEC. CEC's small firm culture with big firm opportunities is unique. Here at CEC, I expanded from a designer to a project manager, working on large projects within my hometown. With retirement benefits like employee-owned stocks, CEC secures my family's future. At CEC, we engineer progress in the great state of West Virginia.
Find out what CEC can do for you. Visit cecinc.com.
If you've been injured, you deserve a lawyer who knows West Virginia, not just one who advertises here. Tom and Harvey Payton were born and raised right here. For decades, they've fought for injury victims across the state, and they know how to win. At the Payton Law Firm, you get strong representation and attorneys who care. Call 755-5556 or visit PaytonLawFirm.com.
The attorneys referenced in this ad are lifelong residents and are licensed to practice law in the state of West Virginia.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. Call Term Busters for a quote, 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify. For details, call 1-800-908-7636. Paid for by Robert Livinger, Insurance Agent.
That's the sounds of the Amos Steele Band. You know them by now, the official band of the Dave Allen Show. Check them out if you need somebody to play your gathering, class reunion, your funeral. I don't know. I mean, when I have my funeral, I'm going to have music like that play. Probably not by those guys. Probably be like Amos Steele Band Jr. at that point. But nonetheless, that's the kind of stuff you're going to hear at my funeral. But hopefully it's not going to be anytime soon. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Line brought to you in part by Huston's Pizza. The Huston's July special: buy any regularly priced large 18-inch pizza and get a 2-liter bottle of any Pepsi product free. Find your nearest Huston's Pizza for delivery, pickup, or dine in at HustonsPizza.com. A quick note from the news here. The Kanawha County Emergency Ambulance Authority's new director didn't waste a whole lot of time in taking charge. Now, we have a story posted about it at WVMetroNews.com. Lance Wheeler, of course, is the new director and former Kanawha County Commissioner. He has fired the 2 workers in the John Lucas case, Alyssa Middleton and Raina Scott. The authority and Lance really can't say much beyond that because it is a personnel matter. You can read the full release. We have it posted as part of a story at WVMetroNews.com. Now, Alyssa Middleton was charged with voluntary manslaughter, aggravated vehicular homicide, and fleeing the scene of an accident causing death, and the death of John Lucas. And those are all felonies. She is free on a $100,000 bail. She's due in court July 28th. Her trial is set to begin August 17th. And again, you can read the story at WVMetroNews.com. And I offered up an opinion a couple times on the show. It's been a whirlwind of activities for the ambulance service the last couple of days, last couple of months, I should say, with the tragic death of John Lucas. And then last week there was a board meeting held, and they opted, Monica Mason, the former director, resigned, and they opted to name Lance Wheeler, who at the time was a Kanawha County commissioner, to be the director of the ambulance authority, meaning that Mr. Wheeler had to then resign his position on the Kanawha County Commission. More on that coming up in a couple of moments. So Lance Wheeler is the new director. And Jason Surgeon, who had been serving as the interim director, is now basically taking over like a deputy director, more the operations aspect of it, because they need somebody to straighten out the finances, because this is an organization that deals, top-level organization, largest county in the state of West Virginia, operating at about $2 million deficit. And you can't get people, you can't retain people if you have that kind of a deficit, and there's just not enough money to go around. So they are working diligently to try to fix some things there. And there was some social media chatter about Lance Wheeler taking over that role, and what does he know about it being an EMT, and so on and so forth. Well, he knows budgets, and right now that's what that organization needs. And I editorial on my part, I think keeping Jason Surgeon on and the others that can handle that aspect of it. But right now it's all about money, and it's all about trying to straighten it up and trying to right the ship, or it's going to be in a world of trouble. So I for one, applaud the move. As far as making Lance Wheeler the director, you can go to read the story on what we just talked about with the dismissal of the ambulance drivers at WVMetroNews.com. 9:53, the Dave Allen Show on 5 Video Line, brought to you in part by Morgan & Morgan. With more than $20 billion recovered, they believe when you're injured, you deserve more. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Coming up later today, Metro News Midday, 13 News, and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me, powered by Salango Law. Of course, we are going to talk about the Regatta, the Capital City Celebration, the CCC, as it's known, and other America 250 events around the state. Hoppy Kercheval is going to stop by with a bit of a history lesson for us today. Jeff Jenkins will have the news. And you may have heard about this horrific case out of Vinton County in Ohio. Just a terrible, terrible case. Numerous kids, varying ages, found residing in a very, very tiny house. And the house was in such bad shape that the neighbors in this small area of Vinton County, Ohio, thought that the house was abandoned, and there were actually apparently people staying in there. It's squalor. It's making national news. I heard the report on ABC News about it earlier this morning. We're going to talk to Kelly McElhenney, who is a reporter with WOWK-TV 13 about that. There's a big announcement that has a lot of people talking about rare earth minerals. A $150 million facility is being built in Greenbrier County. We are going to talk to State Senator Jack David Woodrum about that. Also, we're going to talk cybersecurity at Marshall, and of course, we'll get to Open Line West Virginia. Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law, 13 News, and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me coming up at noon today. Now, on this show tomorrow, Amy Rain is going to co-host with me tomorrow. Of course, it's Friday. Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association is here with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, brought to you by Almost Interiors. Of course, they're located at 516 D Street in St. Albans. We'll have more talk about the Regatta and the Capitol celebration and more coming up on tomorrow's show. Let me knock out a couple of texts here. Text says, the other ambulance girl may have a legal cause for unjust discharge. I see a lawsuit here. Well, look, I am not a legal expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I think you're going to hear a lot about legality issues with the ambulance service over the next year or so. And I don't know if it's wrongful discharge there. I don't know if it's going after other people. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do appreciate the text, and we'll see what happens. Text. I don't mean to laugh about it, but just the way it was phrased. Texas Lance is going to be the budget master of giving the victim's family millions of dollars. Well, that may very well be the case as well. It could very well be the case. Speaking of what is going on at the Capitol, things get underway at the CCC today. That is the Capital City Celebration, and there are lots of activities. Let me run down the activity. This is just what's going on at the Capitol today. 5 o'clock on the Culture Center lawn, midday eats and treats, artisan market at Big Wheel Plaza, the State Capitol tour That's kind of neat. 5 o'clock. Those go on from 5 to 8. There's a concert tonight. The local Honeys, big wheel on the big wheel stage. I love they're calling it the big wheel stage, by the way. Bob Thompson, the iconic Bob Thompson, will be in concert tonight starting at 6. Riley Babst will be there at 7 o'clock, and a Liberty and Light show from 9 till 10 from the Boulevard stage every 15 minutes. So there's always something going on there. And by the way, I appreciate the text from one of our folks here. For some reason, I said our great sponsors at Almost Heaven Interiors were located in St. Albans. They're not. They're in South Charleston. I don't know why I said that. I've got it right in front of me. 516 D Street in South Charleston. They've only been sponsored for a couple of months. What do you expect me to know, huh? I mean, but I apologize for that to the fine folks at Almost Heaven Interiors. They sponsor our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week every Friday. You'll hear that with Angie tomorrow. Family owned and proudly serving the community for over 50 years, specializing in custom blinds, shades, shutters, upholstery, and beautifully crafted sewn goods, homes to hospitals, classrooms to commercial spaces. They do it all. Again, 516 D Street, located in South Charleston. Now, there's been a lot of people that have asked about the security, emergency services, so on and so forth, with these two big events going on in Charleston at the same time. And the news team was able to do an interview with Charleston Police Chief Scott Dempsey about that. So the city police are going to be out primarily with the Regatta stuff. They're going to assist at the Capitol celebration, but the bulk of that, as far as security and things of that nature, is going to be handled by Capitol Police and also by the West Virginia State Police. But again, this effort like this, and you heard the mayor talking about it earlier, you got to have a cooperation between the two entities, between the two events. And as I said, it's going to be very, very crowded. And a lot of people are already coming into Charleston. Things are getting underway with the Regatta downtown today and on the river as well. So, everybody just pack your patience with you, as they say. All right. And try to stay cool if you can, because you need to do that. All right. Because Metro News meteorologist Brian Hughes tells us heat index, like 105 to 110 for the next couple of days. All right, I got to go. Ryan Nicholson, thank you so much. I'll be back later today with Metro News Midday, 13 News, and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barrett and me. Coming up on this show tomorrow, again, Angie Gillenwater, Canal Charleston Humane Association, with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, brought to you by Almost Heaven Interiors. More on Regatta and more on America 250 coming up at the Capitol. I will see you later today on Midday. Till then, have fun and love somebody.
WCHS AM 96.5 FM Charleston and 104.5 Cross Lanes, a WVRC media station. We're proud to live here too.